To the ones who are watching this video. It's me, Sheena Kafle of Class 12 Science, and today I'm going to talk about a topic which is very controversial and well known at this moment, that is depression. Depression. What is depression and what are the causes? What are the cures of it? Let's start. Yesterday, while I was doing a research on this topic, I interacted with people of different age bars and age groups. A 72-year-old man said me that depression. What is depression according to him? He said me that expectation beyond one's reach, struggle, and ability, which leads the result to be zero, makes a person depressed. Whereas a 12-year-old child said me that depression is a state of mind which changes a person's life, food habit, lifestyle, and also makes him or her to not to concentrate in things like studies. The reason she gave me for depression was expectation from studies which can be fulfilled, lack of peace in the house, etc. Be it expectation from studies, career, job, from our family, from our love issues, from our health issues, from our career issues, anything. Expectation is one of the big reasons which leads to depression. Does it mean that we shouldn't expect? No, we should expect. We should expect from ourselves, not from others, because we can struggle to fulfill our own expectations, but we can't force others to fulfill our expectations. That's why we should expect from ourselves, not from others. Now let us look at the data provided by WHO. WHO says that more than 264 million people of all ages suffer from depression. It also says that close to 8 crore people die due to suicide every year. So we all know that depression leads to mental breakdown, which leads to decrease in size of hypothalamus, which makes the hormones of our body, which makes the hormones not to function properly. Then again, a person breaks down mentally and also tries to harm himself or herself. WHO also says that the age group of 15 to 29 years old, which is adolescents or nearly adult people, the second most leading cause of death is suicide, because in this age bar we are going through many hormonal changes and which leads us to do many new things, which makes us get us new experiences, and this leads us, if we have failure in them, this leads to depression. Now let's talk about the myths which society believes. We say that women are more depressed than men, but do we know that in this male dominance of society, we believe that males can fight their own problems by themselves. That's why male are facing difficulties in sharing their problems with anyone, which leads to mental breakdown, and which leads them to stick to themselves, the secrets, the flaws they have. These flaws stay within themselves, and this breaks down mentally. It is also said that the main reason for depression is breakup. Do you believe? No, I don't believe in this, because not only breakup but other reasons also harm us mentally. Sometimes physical problems can also lead to mental issues. If a person can't perform in sports properly, a person can't dance properly, a person fails in something, a person can't get medal in something, the physical issues leads to mental illness and the person goes into depression. Our society also believes that a person who is depressed is mental, but it's not true. A person goes into depression but also can overcome it by taking good medication, taking good advices, talking to people, talking to psychiatrists, and also we know that while we take cough syrup, some people also get addicted to cough syrup. That's true. In the same ways, if we take too much of depression pills, a person also can get addicted to depression pills, which is not good for his or her health. So next we're going to talk about some of the issues, some of the cure measures which can help us to cure depression. Some days, it is true that some days we feel depressed, we feel low, but without any reason. We just feel low. We just feel that we need some time with ourselves. Yeah, it is true that we should spend time with ourselves, but also we should be feel free to express ourselves to others, because it is believed that sharing makes gives us relief, and also it also helps us to get ideas from different people, and they will let us know, give us some solutions to our problems. But we should know who are our true friends and who will keep our secrets as secrets and not use it for their profit. We should know who are the good people in our life and who are the so-called human snakes. Now again, next is we want to talk about the study measures. Like we know, we have AEP Adolescence Education Program in our schools for the sex education and education related to adolescent age in our schools. But do we have education related to mental health, depression, and all? We know that teenagers suffer from depression because they have hormonal changes, but they don't have the ideas or the measures which they can get over depression. So we should also include mental health in our studies, and also use social media for good benefits. Like we know, social media is also a very good platform, but some of us misuse it by sharing hatred, by abusing others, by words, by commenting on others, by judging others. But I do believe that we shouldn't judge on others, and we shouldn't speak until we know about how it's gonna harm others. Next topic is I'm going to talk about is some of the government programs the government has started. One of them is that government has issued some numbers where we can call and talk about the issues, like the thoughts we are having and the depression reasons we are having, and then the psychologists or the psychiatrists over there will help us. But are we comfortable to talk with people whom we don't even know? Are we comfortable to talk with new ones? No, we are not. So we should have a person in our life who knows us better, who knows our flaws, who knows our happiness, and who can support us in our thick and thins of our life. So basically, we shouldn't expect from others. We shouldn't take depression very lightly. We shouldn't judge others. We shouldn't let others down. We should always motivate others and help as much as we can, because we know mental health is as well as important as physical health. Because as we all have recently, the news came up that a very renowned actor, Sushant Singh Rajput, committed suicide, but we don't know the reason. But they found a anti-depression pill in his room, which proved that he was suffering from depression. A very well-known actor, from a person who is very rich to a person who is very poor, suffer from different reasons, which leads to depression and which leads to mental breakdown. Not only in India, but also in abroad. As the development is as we are developing, we are having more competition in our lives. We are having more struggles to be done, and we are more expecting. But we should also struggle to fulfill our expectations, and also know what is wrong and what is right for us. For this teenagers, we do need mental health classes. We do need mental health speeches. We do need support from our parents, and also not only children but also parents should know what is good for their child, and should also be friendly to their child, so that that makes the child to open up in front of them, and which will let the well-being of family very nicely. Thank you, and hope so. All of you are staying safe, stay healthy. Talk about mental health. Choose people correctly. Take care of yourself and your mental health. Thank you.